Hello everyone. Generally, whenever people see some different size or color of flower, fruit or vegetable, they straight away passes a comment stating, nowadays everything is artificial. पहले लोग natural चीजें खाते थे इसलिए कम बीमार पड़ते थे. And I guess this must have happened to you at least once in your lifetime. Fake foods, adulterated foods और खाने में मिलावट. These are such vital topics that never dies. In past many years, numerous articles had published stating their concern towards adulteration in the food. These terms are so commonly used that many of us think eating outside the kitchen is completely unhealthy. Few months back in Nagpur, some parents raised a complaint against plastic rice being mixed in the regular midday meal of their children. The confusion was that the parents mistakenly took fortified rice as adulterated one. Such news blocks our brain in such a manner that even biofortification and fortification are also considered as a negative term if you are unaware of them. So in today's video, we will see what common foods are adulterated, fortified or biofortified. Let's start. The addition or subtraction of any substance to or from the food such that it degrades its quality is called adulteration. That is, food में कुछ भी मिलाना या उसमें से घटाना कि उसकी क्वालिटी को डिक्रीज कर दिया जाए उसको adulteration कहते हैं. And it can be achieved intentionally or unintentionally. Here are some examples. Adding water to milk is the simplest example of adulteration. And to check it, put a drop of milk on polished slanting surface. Pure milk either stays or flows slowly, leaving a white line behind it, while milk with water flows smoothly without leaving a mark. Adulteration in coconut oil can also be checked. If you keep the coconut oil in fridge for 30 minutes, do not freeze it. This will solidify coconut oil, and if it is adulterated, then other oils remain as a separator layer. Adulteration in honey with sugar solution can also be checked. If a drop of honey is added to water filled with glass, pure honey will not disperse or dissolve in water, while honey with sugar solution will. Many foods that are adulterated with colors can be checked by simply putting small quantity of them in water. For example, food grains with added colors, chili powder, turmeric powder. Adulteration in hing can be checked if you burn small quantity of hing in a stainless steel spoon. Pure hing will burn like camphor, while adulterated one will not produce bright flame. Papaya seeds are also used for adulteration in black pepper, and our green vegetables, green chili and green vegetables are adulterated with malachite green. All these experiments are verified in dedicated food labs of India, and the data is published on the government website Vikaspedia. The link is present in the description box. If you have seen my video Physically Active but Still Obese, you must have a vision of balanced diet and which food contain vitamins and minerals. If not, must watch after this video. The link is present in description box. The number of people in the world affected by hunger increased in year 2020 under the shadow of COVID-19 pandemic. 30% of global population lack one or more crucial micronutrients, that is vitamins and minerals. 70% of people in India do not consume enough micronutrients. About 70% of preschool Indian children suffer from anemia caused by iron deficiency. 57% of preschool children have subclinical vitamin A deficiency. 0.5 to 8 per thousand births in India have birth defects, where major cause is deficiency of folic acid. These 70% include us also, because many times we just eat to fill our tummy without giving a view to balanced diet. And this causes hidden hunger of the body. But how can we remove it? What if we add nutrients to our daily diet? That is, dal, rice, roti, wheat, Now, the addition of key vitamins and minerals to the staple food will help to improve the nutritional content of it. And this will help to improve the health of a large population all at once and is a safe method. The best example of fortification is rice fortification. When the rice is milled in the machine, it gives whole grain rice as well as some broken rice. This broken rice is grinded to flour to which desired vitamin and minerals are added and blended in right proportion by the industrial blenders. Further, rice is extruded and shaped into partially pre-cooked grain-like rice resembling rice grains, which can then be blended with natural polished rice. Rice kernels can be fortified with several micronutrients such as iron, folic acid, other B complex vitamins, vitamin A, and zinc. There are many fortified food items available in the market. You can easily differentiate between fortified and non-fortified food items because of presence of plus F symbol on their packages. Iodized salt is also fortified, but the symbol is not kept mandatory for it. Biofortification is another method of adding nutrients. It simply adds the nutrients at the time of plant growth rather than manual adding of nutrients after the crop harvestation. It can be achieved in three ways. First, agronomic biofortification. It uses mineral fertilizers to increase the concentration of a desired mineral in edible portion of crop to increase dietary intake of that mineral. Second, conventional plant breeding. In this, the parent lines with high nutrients are crossed with the recipient line with desired agronomic traits over several generations to produce plants with desired nutrient and agronomic traits. For example, if a plant A having bad quality seed is crossed with plant B which is having good quality seed, it will produce good quality seeds in next generation, and this way it will improve the generation. Then comes genetically modified foods or transgenic foods. These foods derived from plants or any other organism whose genetic material has been modified. This technology is called as modern biotechnology or genetic engineering. In this, a selected gene of interest is inserted in the genetic material, that is DNA of the plant, so as to get improved product. For example, to improve yield through the introduction of resistance to plant diseases or of increased tolerance of herbicides. This will help to get improved yields and reliability. Till date, the only approved genetically modified crop in India is BT cotton. It is pest resistant genetically modified cotton variety which has the ability to fight against cotton plant disease bollworm. Many people think that government has allowed multiple genetically modified crops in the country. For example, golden rice, BT brinjal, BT corn. But no, the government imposed prohibition on growing genetically modified crops in the country in year 2010. Recently, a civil disobedience movement was launched by some farmers who wanted to grow BT brinjal. This civil disobedience movement is because many neighboring countries, for example Bangladesh, Philippines, are growing BT brinjal and other genetically modified crops. Also, it is noted that though we are not growing these crops, but we are intaking at least some extracts of these genetically modified crops via imported food items. Center for Science and Environment, New Delhi, tested 65 imported and domestically produced processed food samples for presence of genetically modified DNA through RT-PCR. They found 46% of imported food products were positive for genetically modified DNA, while overall 32% of food products were positive. In the year 2020, Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced that by the year 2024, poor people will be provided with the fortified rice under the government scheme. He also dedicated 17 new seed varieties of local and traditional aid crops, including wheat and paddy rice. And in the year 2020, he also dedicated 35 new varieties. It is noteworthy that these dedicated seed varieties are not genetically modified, but are developed through traditional plant breeding methods by ICAR scientists. Thus, summarizing today's video, adulteration is adding or subtracting the nutrients to or from the food item so as to degrade its quality. Fortification is addition of the nutrients to the food items through manual processing to improve its food quality. Biofortification is adding the nutrients at the time of plant growth via plant breeding, genetic modification, or fertilizers. In the end, I would like to pass the message to those who think technology in biology has made everything artificial. Jason Silva once said, technology is of course double-edged sword. Fire can cook our food but can also burn us. Therefore, be aware of misleading terms as a little knowledge can always be dangerous. Thank you.